So I will be contributing poetry workshops to the group and to the trip. I'm very passionate about my art form and just as passionate about teaching it and giving it, especially to young people. So I'm excited to bring this back to the motherland, to our place of beginnings, and seeing, you know, how some of the very work I've been doing right here in America is going to be received and applied when we bring it back to our brothers and sisters over there.
Yeah, I'm a Krav Maga practitioner. I'm also a student of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So what I want to do is I want to go and facilitate self-defense workshops, right? Not only teaching life-saving techniques, I want to help enhance the sense of empowerment for the members of Nigeria, right? So enhancing their self-empowerment, their self-concept, and just general safety. How to be safe as an individual, how to be safe as a family unit, how to be safe as a community.
I am excited to go to Nigeria to work with teachers and students in integrating arts into education. The art form that I'm working with is dance, drama, and also science. So working with teachers, collaborating teachers on how to create art integration lesson plans. So if you're gonna teach science or if you're gonna teach math, then how you can integrate that with dance and drama, and making it fun for kids and fun for teachers. And it's also beneficial for students because it keeps them engaged, it helps them to retain information, and it also teaches students how to collaborate with their peers and how to become risk takers.
Awesome. Can Ifashe Bangbala take this workshop?
Of course!
I will be teaching vocal performance and offering vocal lessons for students. I love music and I desire to share the skills and the tools that I've learned to allow the students to have tools to turn their raw emotions into polished sound, being able to fully engage themselves, because the self truly is the instrument. I will be sharing skills that I've learned in enunciation and diction, ear and sight training, along with vocal improv and other exercises to be able to care for the body and for the voice. So I look very forward, and I'm very excited to work with these dynamic students to be able to share and learn about the music that they love as well.
Wow.
As a second half of Total Health Initiative, what I bring to this initiative is working with young people around mental health concerns. So my goal is always to figure out how to offer young people mental health services without it looking like mental health services. And many of the stigmas that we have here in the U.S. are also stigmas that are in Nigeria as it relates to mental health.
From your perspective, what does this kind of cultural exchange initiative in the arts and sciences mean for both of us?
That's an excellent question. Thank you, Adifa. I think it's a very crucial time for this type of exchange to be happening. We can observe it in media. We can observe just culturally right now how there's such a need for us as a people here in America, us who have been displaced from the diaspora, to be able to reconnect with our roots and everything that we come from. And I think there's just as much need, or maybe not just as much, but definitely a need back home for the roots of the diaspora to be able to connect with their long lost, sons and daughters, the long lost leaves of the family tree. And I personally, just speaking from the vantage point of a poet, I've witnessed how spoken word poetry, for example, has started to really flourish on the continent. And I've watched how some African immigrant poets even have started to flourish within the States, and how that in and of itself has already signaled this conversation that's happening diasporically, as it were. and where we see the parallels between our experiences, what happened to us by way of the Ma'afa and slavery, what happened to our brothers and sisters by way of colonization, and those conversations are happening across the board, even outside of the black race, but I mean just from everybody that's been, victims of colonization and white supremacy. But I think specifically within a family, I'm excited about the prospects for bringing the same workshops that I've been doing with black youth in America and all races of youth in America, and seeing how do my brothers and sisters in Nigeria respond when you hit them with a prompt like where I'm from, what do you have to say about where you're from, and I am, or a letter to a family member, what does that mean in the place that we're going to be going to. So I think across the board this offers a really ripe opportunity for us to heal by way of bringing the things that we're most passionate about back to the motherland.
With this initiative, I feel like our ancestors have just kind of made the way and opened doors for this to happen, and I feel like it's going to continue to go that way because I feel like I'm supposed to be connected back to where we once came from, and through all the distortion to still be clear and understand that we need to build bridges, and we need to connect this world with whatever gifts we may have, whatever we've gotten, to just uplift everyone. I'm sure we're not only going to go over there to give, but I'm sure we'll all receive once we touch down, and I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's special, especially with the arts and sciences, because that can really change lives, change worlds immediately, have immediate impacts, and change people forever. As we just saw the movie, that's art at its finest. We see our people at the highest levels. So I'm looking forward to share what I've learned and share my passion for what I've gained to give other people opportunities to grow.
What does the Ori Counseling Services and Ile Aresa Diaspora to Afrika Exchange Initiative mean to you individually? Why is this important and meaningful in your life?
For me, this initiative is so important because I've always wanted to go home. I had every intention of going home. And to do it in this way, to have an opportunity to go and do work, there's no better way for it to have happened for me.